Well, really the only winner today, I think, was the wind out there, but a good point anyway.
Right, in the end, it is a good point, absolutely. Now, you get yourself in a good position at half-time, thank you. You get yourself in a good position at half-time, but you know the onslaught's going to come because Arbroath had the wind in the second half. But I thought, in the past, we've actually done really well against the wind. And we created two really good chances to go 2-0 up just before they scored at the beginning of the second half. When they didn't go in and then they equalised and then they got their second goal, I thought, I'm struggling to see a way back into it, but there's a lot of character in this team, and to be honest with you, both sets of players deserve a lot, because that's a pitch out there that can make you look stupid. That wind is a wind that can make players look stupid today, and I know there was a bit of maybe booing or disappointment at times like that, but that is probably the hardest conditions that any footballer can play in, and it was never ever going to be pretty, but it's a big point.
I think most fans, maybe even yourself, would have been worrying about how do you get that goal back in the second half, because that wind was, as you say, very strong, difficult, and yet again, cracking goal.
We still great goal, great delivery from the set plays. We still could have created chances in that second half. I thought Dippo was a handful there. I mean, he was a bit quiet last week, but he looked back to his best again. Okay, he never didn't get the goal, but he was a big handful for them again, and brought other players into play. So I still felt we would get opportunities, but I just wasn't sure if we were going to get the bit of luck today, considering the conditions. But they stuck at it, and they've proved again that they're a heck of a group of boys with a really good mentality, and they can drag points out. And looking at results elsewhere, that's a big point given the circumstances.
Well, Sean, what can you say about that game? It must have been torturous out there.
Yeah, conditions are horrendous. I don't think I've played in anything like that. I know it gets bad up at Arbroath, but I think they brought the weather down with them today. So yeah, it was awful conditions for both sides. Obviously, first half we played the conditions really well, and then obviously second half they played very well second half and put us under a lot of pressure. But yeah, look, a point's probably a fair result. I think they had probably a little bit more possession than us. But we dug in and clawed it back at the end, so I think that's a massive point. Could become very vital towards the end of the season.
We're all talking about the fact that you managed to get some power into that header for the equaliser. You must have even been surprised about that.
Yeah, I was thinking about it before. A couple came in. I was close to a couple from Josh, and Josh had just played it in, and I've met it sweetly, and thankfully got enough power just to bury it in the back of the net. So look, it's a great point. Good turnaround from going 2-1 down, and obviously disappointing. We didn't get the win, but look, it's another point on the board, and we're heading in the right direction. And we've got 3 good away games now to go and attack and try and catch Queen's Park.